Hello students, greetings of the day. So we are in the chapter Exponents and Powers. So already we learned this concept in the previous classes. So let us learn in detail about this exponents and powers. Let's get start our lesson. So the chapter is exponents and power. So what is an exponent and power? So let us take. So we know that already. If I take 3 to the power of 6, so this means 3 is repeated for 6 times. 3 is repeated for 6 times. If 4 is repeated for 3 times, we write it as 4 to the power of 3. So here if you can observe that this form is called exponential form. This form is called exponential form. Let us see the terms in this exponential form. So in this what we call in this is, I have taken an example for you. So here see that. So 10 to the power 9. So if you observe here, this is called exponent and this is called base and the whole thing is called power. This whole thing we call it as power. So in the power, if you can observe base and exponent. So 10 to the power of 9 is 10 is multiplied for how many number of times? 9 times. This is what 10 power 9 and this is what the exponential form. So I have taken one more example for you. See that 2 to the power of 6. In this 2 to the power of 6 is called the power and here 2 is called the base and 6 is called exponent. These are the parts of the power. So how can we write each expression using base and exponent is, suppose if I take that 7 is being multiplied for 5 times, that can be written as 7 to the power of 5. If x is being multiplied for 4 times, that can be written as x to the power of 4. Let me take few examples. If I take y is being multiplied for 3 times, we should write y to the power of 3 and we read it as y to the power of 3. If I suppose to give minus 2 is being multiplied for 4 times, we can write it as minus 2 to the power of 4. If any number it can be written as the power 1 by 2 if the 1 by 2 is a fraction is multiplied for 2 times, then we can write it as 1 by 2 to the power of 2. Here this is called base and this is called exponent. This is called base and this is called exponent and this is called base and this is called exponent. This is what the exponential form. Here I brought a tabular form. So you can see on the screen how it is being shown here. 1 kilometer is equal to, we know that 1000 meters. So this is what the exponential form. This form is this is called exponential form and you can see that all this line shows the exponential form of this one. So let us check out that. So 1000 meters, that can be written as 10 to the power of 3 meters. 100 meters can be written as 10 to the power of 2 meters. 10 can be written as 10 to the power of n and this can be written as 10 power 0 and 10 to the power of minus 1 and 10 to the power of minus 2 and 10 to the power of minus 3. So kids, if you clearly observe that you're learning new things here, 10 to the power of minus 1, 10 to the power of minus 2 and 10 to the power of minus 3. So in the previous classes, that is in the previous class, what you have learned is you have learned exponents to the positive powers. So you learn exponents with positive power. So you learn that. So you are going to learn negative exponents even. So, these are the negative exponents. Where you can start the class. Let us see powers with negative exponents. Powers with negative exponents. So this is what we are going to learn the new thing in this present class. So powers with negative exponents. So see that why how this happens, how can we find this is as the exponent is decreases by 1. So if you can see that an example here, so 10 to the power of 3, how can we write 10 to the power of 3? So that can be written as 10 times 10 times and 10. If I can write 10 to the power of 2, how can we write? So as the power is decreasing, here the multiple is decreases by 1. So here if I write 10 to the power of 1, here only 110 will be. So what about if 10 to the power of minus 1 is given? What if 10 to the power of minus 2 is given? What if it is 10 to the power of minus 3? What if it is 10 to the power of minus n? So how can we solve this is, so see here 10 to the power of minus 1 can be written as 1 by 10 to the power 1 by 10 to the power of 1. This is what 10th part of this exponent. This is called 10th part. 10 to the power of minus 10 can be written as 1 by 10 to the power of 2. This is the 100th part. This is called the 100th part. And this can be written as 1 by 10 to the power of 3. This is the 1000th part. And then so how can we write this? 10 to the power of negative n can be written as 1 over 10 to the power of n. We can write the negative exponents this way to make it them positive. You can see that this is a negative power and this is converted as positive exponent and negative, and this is positive exponent, negative exponent and positive exponent, and like so we have converted the negative exponents as positive with using